up to a certain point, I never really considered myself as one of the top players in the country, regardless of what the results may have been showing or not showing. I may have probably mentioned this during the previous seasons, but I still feel like I have a lot to prove, and it's definitely flattering to be considered by most now as one of the top players here. But I really don't feel like it matters for much to me personally for now until I prove to myself that I can win a major tournament decisively here. And is there a lot of pressure, or is there any pressure? Yeah, there's always pressure. There's never a time where there's no pressure. It's almost as if every tournament is life or death, if you could put it that way. Not that it is, but yeah, I guess it's a lot of self-imposed pressure also. I just want to prove to myself, more than anyone, that I'm capable of doing things that were not really considered possible from someone coming from the province, away from, like, outside of Manila. I mean, everyone's a threat in tournaments, so I feel like it's unreasonable to discount yourself or anyone in the tournament setting, because no matter how good or bad you are, there's definitely opportunities and chances for upsets. That's definitely a thing where top players lose to relatively unknown players. But it's more of just flattering, and I feel honored to be considered as such. Anyone that wants to compete at the highest level should no doubt consider themselves a threat in any tournament setting. Yeah. So why am I in the top of the rankings and always falling short in playoffs? That's a great question. There's a lot of factors, to be honest. To be able to compete in the highest level of play, you have to, first of all, number one, be good at the game. And the other thing that most people don't see is that you have to be mentally resilient too. There's a lot of things that can be going on in and out of the game that requires a lot of mental toughness. There are certain things and certain factors that just make it hard, I guess, to close it out in the playoffs. But at the end of the day, I guess I'd like to give credit to my opponents too during the playoffs, that they just play really well during that time. No excuses. A loss is a loss, and that's no one else's fault other than yours. That's the beauty of fighting games. So I'll just have to step it up and be more on top of my game when I make it to playoffs next season. I guess it might be a mix of just many things in and out of the game, where I try really hard and overexert myself during the group stages and then kind of run out of gas to come playoffs. So I just need to find the right balance of all of that so that I can finally close out a win and a championship this season during playoffs. Yes, I think I can win the championship this time. Actually, I know I can win the championship this time. I would not be in this sort of field or line of work, if you can call it that, if I didn't believe in myself in the first place. So yeah, I know I can do it this time. How is it like being a dad? It's really fun. The first few years of dadhood are really stressful. The first year especially, good luck to the incoming dads out there. The first year is the craziest. It's pretty interesting. At the end of the day, like with all the crazy stuff going on, like you kind of see them there comfy and healthy, and it just kind of makes everything worth it. I mean, I don't have it as bad as my daughter's mom. She does a lot of the heavy lifting in her parenting too. So, but I would say it's definitely rewarding, and it's hard to explain if you're not a dad. So be a dad first, then you'll get what I mean. But yeah, I don't really have a great way to describe it. You won't be ready. You'll never be ready for it. It'll just happen, and then boom, it's just there. What are the difficulties juggling parenting and esports? Definitely one is being away from the family, because I have to fly out to Manila and stay there while this whole season is going on. So that part is a struggle already. Trying to be present is difficult sometimes, even when you are here, even when you're at home, because you also have to put a lot of your head and heart into your craft. and practice, and you have to be competitive, and you have to worry about diapers and milk and school tuition and all that too, and real life stuff. So there's a lot of intertwine with real life and esports. So I guess it's just finding the right balance of both and time management. Something I'm not very good at yet, but I'm working on. Better time management, allocating time for family and esports. But yeah, definitely difficult. Very, very difficult. I'm happy to still be able to compete at all. She's very, very close to her mom, way closer to her mom, which is not surprising since I'm away all of the time. But as she's been growing up, she's been more affectionate and more expressive towards me, so that's really nice, especially when I come home from Manila all the time. Before, when she was tiny, she would just be like, oh, you're back. But now she's more expressive and runs to hug me and expresses a lot of excitement. Dada! And, runs and hugs me and kisses me. So that's really great. That even being far away, she still has a lot of pent-up affection for me. So that's always heartwarming. Always nice. She used to love going around the malls. She's very energetic. She can't stay put like any kid out there, but she really likes seeing things and just being around different environments. She likes going to different places like resorts and mountain resorts and all these different types of sceneries. So yeah, she's more outgoing than I ever will be. So there's that. As long as she's doing what she loves to do and helping people in the process too, that's gonna be more than enough for me. Eiko, if you're watching this several years from now or even now, keep doing what you're doing, being a good girl, do all your school stuff properly. Dada loves you very much. I'll tell you the rest of what I want to tell you offline. So yeah.